What is shining up there? Is that where I can hang a hook?
What is this?
Oh.
Oh, no way. I buried this. When I was a kid, Maggie had me bury letters for her. Weird, I know, but she paid $5 each. I promised I'd never read any of them. Never did. Never will. Keep your eyes open. I guarantee there are more of these out there.
That was odd. But a minute too late. Gotta love pizza!
Oh God, I could go for a pizza right now.
Shut off, please. I didn't mean to turn you on. I keep doing that. Damn it. What's he doing at the front door now? Whoa, it's creepy in here.
Ah!
Where?
Oh, got it.
Hey, you there? Come let me in.
You got it. He's good at this.
He's actually pretty good at this.
Whoa, or not. I'm being pokey. I don't know why I want to poke. Oh, he does have
He
radio
must be a collector.
Or he works at the job he works at. Sprint is usually my shift key, so the fact that it's a stupid radio is messing me up.
How'd you get in?
An open window.
You left your upstairs window open. I used your ladder.
I left that open again. God. I'm gonna find a barn owl in there chewing on my pillow one of these days.
Well,
The journal should be just over here.
I already looked over there.
I know there was one where she talked about gates. Windows to perpendicular spaces. I know it's in here. Just hang
I
on.
got a weird phone
You
call.
got a really weird phone call a minute ago. If it was a prank, I definitely didn't get the joke.
Oh,
Yeah, me
really?
either.
What'd they say? Or was it just like a recording or something?
Something
You
about
want a
being
boat?
late.
Just send
It
us
was kind of creepy.
$5,000.
They were worried about being late? I don't know. It was weird.
Huh. Well, probably a wrong number.
I don't know. With all this weird time
wait,
stuff going on,
hang
I
on.
wouldn't say it was a wrong
Oh,
number.
this is it. One of the journals that belonged to Maggie Adler. She was stationed at Fort Milner, right here on the coast, when the submarine crashed. She said it was a mistake. The whole thing had an experimental engine or something. And that when it blew up, something happened to the reactor. It split the crewmen from our reality, forced them in between time, in between dimensional planes. They were gone.
Is that why this is happening?
That why this is happening?
Maybe? Maggie did all these experiments and research in the last half of her life. She discovered radio waves can reach through planes of existence. It can affect the past and the future. But, I mean, you know, without hard proof, without the knowledge of the inciting incident, no one, really except me, believed her.
Oh, their mouths actually move.
I mean, not
Okay,
that
I buy it.
blame them.
But how do we solve
Okay,
this?
so let's say everything you're telling me is true. How
Which
does
you
this help
live
us solve
through,
this?
So you know it's true.
Just look, this one, she told me about ghosts, about people she cared about. A woman named Anna that died to one of those things. She called them gates. And I think that big triangle thing in the sky is one of them. I could barely
How
understand
do
what
we
she was
close
talking
it?
about.
Okay. So how do we close it or stop it or whatever?
She talked about it somewhere in one of these notebooks. Miss Adler said she spoke through a portal or a gateway or whatever to a Sergeant Griffin years after he died. He was on the USS Kanaloa, stuck in time. These were my versions of,
Those ghosts are
of
them?
campfire stories, I guess.
So, those scary translucent things that, I don't want to call them this, but I will. The ghosts, those things are them? The crew of the Kanaloa?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe they're completely
It's crazy that they made
different
the animations
interdimensional
for their
beings.
mouths, even though
How
you
would I
can
know?
barely
But
see the characters.
just wait, there's more here.
That's attention to detail. Like, who would think, oh, they
What
can't
we
barely see the
need
characters, but we're
is
gonna
this
make their
guy.
mouths move anyway.
Yeah, here it is.
Here,
She
what
writes,
She writes? Read it aloud.
Jacob, not in your head.
Oh, yeah, sorry. She says that harmonizing electromagnetic waves emitted towards a gate could successfully diffuse its source signal. See? So this is what I thought when the transmitter went crazy.
Is that what I
first
did
one was
with the
diffusing the
box
signal
things?
and starting to cancel out the gate. So transmitters can diffuse the source signal.
So we use the transmitters then, right?
Yeah.
Enough of them should knock out its power.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Or
I
make
think.
things worse.
I mean, we saw what the one did, which is definitely what we want to do. Because Maggie says, she wrote here, that gates or portals, whatever you want to call them, can, in theory, destabilize the properties of our current existence. Which doesn't sound good.
No, it does not.
Man.
Yeah, all right, I get the gist. I think. Bad stuff will happen. What's next?
I have no idea.
The general
'cause
store's
we
holding
went-
our transmitters, right? And climbing gear? Because if that's the case,
Yeah.
That's what Evelyn said. Yeah, they have my stuff.
so I know the owner, and I know where the key is, so that's no problem. After
We should've
that,
gone
we'll
there
have to
first
put
then.
another 3
If you know where the
transmitters
key
to
is.
triangulate the right harmonic frequency. The
This
math
sounds like a
dictates they
bad
have to be
idea to
roughly
mess with.
equidistant and at the same height. So for us, that means a clear view of Edwards Island to compete with the signal traffic and get through to the other side of the harbor. After that,
Sounds
it
possible.
should work.
Sounds like something that makes just enough sense that I'll go along with it until it doesn't work.
That's about the level of confidence I'm at, too. Okay.
So back to the
okay,
general
okay.
store then?
Let's get back to the general store, get
Okay.
those transmitters in gear.
This
I
time,
just hope we're right.
maybe.
Riley, are you there? Pick up right now. Over.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Evelyn. We should loop her in.
Riley. Jacob?
We have a
Hey,
plan.
Evelyn. So things are bad, but we have a plan. Sort of. Over.
Riley, what plan? What's going on? The readings we're getting on our end here look really bad. We just know, based on these figures, there's something electromagnetic that's building in intensity.
Evelyn, hey, it's Jacob. Yeah, we know it's bad and getting worse, but we figured out that if we use the transmitters to nullify the bad frequencies, it can diffuse them completely.
You figured it out? Figured it out how?
Some
Over.
lady's journal.
Some old lady's journals Jacob had lying around.
What?
Just don't worry, we know what to do. The
Alright.
transmitters will act as a net. It would be like the old radio towers. The geography's bend is like a natural amplifier. All we'd have to do is just place them high above sea level and it'll knock out the signal that's screwing everything up.
Hopefully. We don't know if it'll
this-
actually
that
work or not.
might work. Ah, and the stuff you need is just sitting at the general store right now. Ugh.
You
That's
could
not a
bring
big
it
deal.
to us.
That's Fred Hollinger's place. He's a buddy of mine. He keeps a spare key to the front door behind the back doormat.
Hey, and I was gonna
Great.
suggest just throwing a brick through the window.
Thank God for small towns.
All right,
Yeah, no
I got
kidding.
a lot of stuff to get ready over here. Good luck, guys. Godspeed. Over and out.
Godspeed,
Oh, and
Spider-Man.
Jacob. Sorry, I forgot. Did you ever find Athena?
Oh,
Athena?
no. Not,
Who's
not
Athena?
yet.
You know, I'm sure she'll turn up soon. Country dog's can handle anything, you
Oh.
know?
Thought
Yeah.
Athena was like a girlfriend or
Thanks for
something.
checking. Over and out.
Hey, that time I actually let him finish before I turned through the tunnel. I didn't let him finish before.
Sorry, my dog, Athena, got out last night. She goes on walks by herself all the time, but this is the first time she hasn't come back right away.
I think we would have.
Something spooked her, but
I'll keep an eye
Okay.
out.
Good to know. I will keep an eye out.
We'll
I'm
find
hoping
her.
we'll just run across her.
I mean, it is a small place. We probably will find her with no problems. Pretty sure this is the way I came. Yeah, because I see the car stuff. Can we go down this way? Hey, I didn't need the map this time. I am horrible with directions. Like, that's one of the reasons I didn't like the mazes in Pokemon, because I'm like, I get turned around so hard. Especially if everything looks the same, because I rely on, like, landmarks and oddities to know
You
where
know,
I am.
I used to think about Maggie Adler and just what she used to tell me about all this, at least an hour of every day. With time, it faded, like everything. But I never stopped playing around with radios, trying to prove her right, trying to vindicate her a little.
Vindicator for what? The fact that all this is real?
Everything that's been going on these last few months has really stirred up a lot. Okay, made it. Just this way to the general store. Cross your fingers he never moved the key.
Let's hope not. Or we really will have to put a brick through the window, because we can't afford to not get in there. I want to throw the brick if we have to, though. I went the wrong way. This game is so pretty. What? Jacob, you good? The general store is right
Just,
here.
follow me. It's right here.
I didn't know we could go by there.
Okay, key should be right under the mat. Real high-tech security, you know?
Oh, we're going in through the back door. I didn't realize there was a back door in the back there.
Ah, stealing gum. It's happening.
Don't you dare.
Dude, no, we're not 13 years old. Buy your candy like a goddamn grown-up.
He's trying to steal candy.
The amount of fake sugar in these things? I don't need to grow an eyeball on my foot.
Can you? Did we commit a crime?
That's technically B&A, right?
It depends on who you ask. So we just won't ask anyone.
We should leave a note or money or something.
Here's the gear. Let's go.
Where am I going to? I can't see where I am. Oh, it's my stuff.
Mind if I take a look at the gear?
Oh, go ahead. I can't see anything.
A few more transmitters, and looks like a climbing rope, clasps, everything we'll need.
Sweet.
Which, yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that part.
Wait, you afraid of
Try
heights?
not to think about it, though.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine, Jacob. With the rope, it's pretty easy. Honestly.
I like how their voices got
Easy for
muffled
some
when they were
people.
inside, but we weren't.
Now we're set. Anyways, let's just focus on fixing it. We got our gear, we got our map. We're not restricted to the beaten path. So
We need to go back to Jacob's place? Or is I'm just keeping track of where? We need to plant 3 more of these transmitters up and down the coast. Clear view above Edwards Island, about 30 feet in elevation. Whoa, how do I know how high up I am? Well, we have one there. Maybe we could go over here? That's gonna take a long way.
to speak. We should start walking to as above sea level as we can get. Take a look at your map, and let's pick where we want to go.
I just did,
All right. Have an idea of where we're going?
yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't seem too difficult.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
Up we go, not that way. That's a dead end, I think. Camber Cape. Copper Creek Trail. Now that we don't have to stick to the easy trails, we can go this way. Hopefully I'm not leading us on a wild goose chase, but that is what the map is for, so we'll see. It's over here. Why is this part more yellow than the rest? What does that mean? Maybe it's because that's where we are. That's probably why. Oh. Can you turn? Thank you.
Hey, Olivia! Olivia Massel, are you there? Over.
Sounded like she
wait,
called her an
hold on.
asshole.
Stay off the walkie. Olivia's at Garland, where the receptions are. Over and out.
Olivia Massel. I thought she sounded familiar.
Have
That
you
name
heard
before.
that name before? Massel?
Yeah. Okay, so Olivia Massel is the teenage daughter of, well, the easiest way to say it is they're a cult. The Massels.
The
A
cult?
well-known group of nutter butter lunatics. Extremely wealthy, very insular, very...
Hold on. I'm gonna interrupt you for 1 second because the music is fucking loud. I can't hear what you're saying over the music. Can we turn the music volume down?
private.
I like the ding ding of the menu. There we go.
Her mom and dad actually died in a prop plane crash almost 4 years ago, but she lives with her aunt and uncle now.
Oh,
That weird thing on the trail path? That's them. Parentage, they call themselves. And there are stories about people disappearing.
All right, Jacob, seriously, what are you suggesting here?
Maybe we can go up and over this way.
Hey, I'm just saying what I know and what I've heard, and you can take it or leave it. I think it's her.
Go! Oh, goodness. I was pushing the button, she wasn't moving. What is shining up there? Is that where I can hang a hook?
What is this?
Oh,
Oh, no way. I buried this. When I was a kid, Maggie had me bury letters for her. Weird, I know, but she paid $5 each. I promised I'd never read any of them. Never did. Never will. Keep your eyes open. I guarantee there are more of these out there.
Something must have gone wrong with their... whatever they were doing.
Mel, since you didn't want to hear it, you'll just have to read it. Our work did not yield the results you were looking for. It just won't. Tom, I'm so very sorry to say. This is beyond our reach, beyond anyone's reach. Though hypocritical of me to say, I encourage you to look forward. If that is impossible for you, as it is for me, then perhaps try to change how exactly you look back. Take Hank to visit Tom. I know he's an infant for now, but it's not for him. And when Hank is old enough to understand, tell him about his older brother. About Tom, and that small patch of earth, those letters carved in stone. They can be so much more than place for pain. The world has enough of those. Make it something else, something better. Thank you for your help. My work would never have grown as it has without you. Now go find Hank and take a walk. And if you see me there wondering, do wave. Maggie. What? Was she someone trapped in space and time? I'm gonna go this way because it seems safer. I pushed it. I pushed the button. Thank you. I pushed. And down.